Let's face it, horology has always been a contest of innovations in engineering. Most watch companies out there are in a race to have the best materials, the best bracelet clasps, or the best movements. The industry has evolved to a place where certain design templates, like the chronograph, are released to the public everywhere with only slight adjustments made with each consecutive model. A different color font on the new Speedmaster, for example, has everyone in a frenzy. Due to this reshaping of the same watch designs over and over again, many non-enthusiasts refuse to even buy a luxury watch because they offer nothing new to them. Though this might be true for most luxury watches out there, Cartier isn't on this list. Though many don't consider Cartier watches in the same league as the most popular brands like Rolex or Patek, it's a disservice to sideline a company that focuses so highly on artistic expression rather than producing the same watches we all know so well. Moreover, it's difficult to ignore that Cartier has been around as long, if not longer, than the top watch brands right now. Today, we're going to explore just how good Cartier is at their game. By taking a look at some of their best pieces, we're going to show you why Cartier should be on your wish list for 2024. Founded in 1847 by Louis-François Cartier, the brand sold numerous luxury goods like jewelry and leather goods. What changed the game, so to speak, was the creation of the Santos Dumont in 1904. What some argue to be the first wristwatch to ever be made, this timepiece was created for French pilot Santos Dumont, who was finding it inconvenient that he had to reach into his pocket every time he wanted to check the time while flying. Fortunately, Louis and Santos were close friends at the time, so Louis obliged and created the now iconic wristwatch. Practical and elegant, the Santos Dumont shaped the watchmaking business for years to come. What sets this watch apart is a square-shaped case with rounded corners, inspired by early airplane wings. The shape is distinctive, making it recognizable from miles away. Of course, this timepiece has gone through many iterations, evolving into a luxurious timepiece worn by some of the most stylish people out there. The most recent versions, released in 2022, offer various color options with the same sleek design that gave the watch its fame. Offered in two sizes, with a smaller one at 27.5mm wide case and a larger one at 38.5mm. What really sticks out though is the insanely thin 7mm depth of this watch, which is certainly thinner than most watches around. The design shape and size is thus suitable for both men and women. The case also includes a blue cabochon sapphire adorning the crown, adding a feel of luxury that makes this timepiece all the more stylish. The new Santos Dumont watches, produced in a limited capacity, now come with a lacquer finish on the case, with three color options: rose gold and cream, platinum and burgundy, and a stainless steel and black version that seems to be the preferred choice for many. The one feature that people have a problem with though is the fact that this watch is powered by a quartz movement. This can be a problem for some collectors, but Cartier watches are a fashion statement, a form of self-expression. Judging these watches from their movements is like judging a fish from the lack of features on its body. It's evident from the list of people who wear the Santos Dumont, with names like Tom Hiddleston, Jake Gyllenhaal, or Rami Malek, that the timepiece was made with the intention of being functional and dressy, while having enough versatility to pair with most outfits. With big names backing up the brand like this, Cartier surely makes a case for why its watches are regarded so highly. The price ranges from $3,650 all the way up to $11,800, which is a hefty price, but cheaper than a lot of the standard luxury watches we see on the market. Another popular brand with a lot of history behind it is the Cartier Tank. Introduced in 1917, the Tank is another piece with a distinguishable rectangular shape that was inspired by the infamous Renault FT-17 tank used during World War I. This watch pairs dressiness with an industrial aesthetic, giving it a more rugged look. The vertical bars on each side of the case resemble the treads of the tank, while the shape of the case matches the silhouette of the tank's body. At the time, this watch was unconventional to say the least. Over the years, it gained traction and soon became an icon for fashion. In 2023, Cartier announced a new version of the tank called the Cartier Tank Americain. This version offered some slight changes to the shape of the watch by making it thinner, slimmer, and adding some curves. Some additional adjustments, including a vertical brush finish rather than a sunburst one, have turned this vintage classic into a modern art piece. With a dial carrying similar aesthetics to the Saint Amant, like the minimalistic design and Roman numerals, make this watch a true signature Cartier piece, built for those that appreciate an unorthodox look to their watches. The Americain comes in 3 sizes and multiple aesthetic variations. The mini version at 28 by 15.2mm, the small one measures at 35 by 19mm, and the large one measures 44.4 by 24.4mm. While this variation is great for appealing to a range of buyers, the ones who opt for the large size get the added bonus of a mechanical movement, while the other 2 sizes contain a mere quartz movement. The metals of the watch come in either pink gold or steel, with the option of adding diamonds or a bracelet to the small and mini versions. Each variation provides its own unique style, but the tank's unorthodox shape is what makes it so appealing. Few watches like this have ever existed, and there's no doubt that anyone that wears it will stand out. With a price tag of approximately $6,000, standing out is a given. Now, you may have noticed that the pieces we talked about are rehashes of watches that were made in the early years of the company. Well, that seems to be a glaring problem for many who argue against Cartier as a watch brand. It's true that most of Cartier's best pieces are homages to originals that were made way before many of us were even born. Although Cartier continues to innovate with regard to upgrading these beloved timepieces, there seems to be a lack of innovative original design within the Cartier watch brand. This is a major reason why most don't consider it a real watch brand. Yet the case could be made that Cartier knows what works. They developed iconic signature timepieces before anyone else, and the head start they had is paying off to this day. The success of these watches is a testament to the timelessness of their designs, and buying a Cartier watch like the Tank carries a lot more weight with the heritage that comes along with it. Cartier has a rich history and more than a century of experience making watches that are perfect for fancy dinner events and even business meetings. Most that wear Cartier know what they're getting. It's a timepiece that gives each wearer a way of setting themselves apart from those that might opt for, say, a Daytona. This is the purpose Cartier fulfills. It isn't simply telling time accurately or including the fanciest complications that may be invisible to the naked eye. It's an in-your-face statement that says, "I value elegant design over showing off the best brands." Since they aren't as expensive as certain other watches, it even stands as a good entry point for watch enthusiasts that are beginning their journey. Each piece's versatility, unorthodox design, and practical functionality is a perfect place for anyone that likes wearing a watch. That's something invaluable that you won't find most places you look.